What's up, guys? You're sitting at my desk. And what I was going to do in this live is go over some comments. I'm going to try to follow the comments here if I can. If not, I'm going to do it over here. How's everybody doing? Good, I hope. Just looking at the chat, guys. I'm just hanging out. Hey, what's up? What's up? Solomon, Tim, and Miranda. I'm gonna try to keep up with these. I'm just sitting at my desk. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pull the comments up over here. My laptop's over here. I've got a monitor over here. You can probably see some of your pictures over there that you guys have sent in. I do go through those every day. Yes, I do. What's up, Cajun Red? Michelle from Northeastern UK. You know what, guys? I really appreciate you guys. Vancouver, what's up? Intrinsic Factor. Karen, Oliver, Tim and Miranda from Alaska. Nice. No, I really do appreciate that. For real. I think that is so cool. Let me see if I can find it over here. Here we go. There it is. All right. Sorry, guys, just looking around. We're in my office. This is where I hang out. Right now, to be honest with you, I'm polishing a silver bracelet that is tarnished. You can see it's got tarnish all over it. I just noticed that. I hardly ever wear it. I just keep it on my desk, you know. It's a Zeus bracelet. That's what that's actually called. I didn't know it when I got it. But yeah, I want to thank you guys for all the wonderful comments of where you guys are at. Oliver Michael from Dallas, Texas. Thank you, Smelly Cat. Hello, DNS Gilbert. This is Blue Yeti from Goat. Sharon Davis from California. Amy Sue. Hi, Amy Sue. Thank you. You're very kind. Let's keep them coming. I know the last video, some of you guys, some of you guys got worked up, and that wasn't my motive or intent, guys. No, not at all. Actually, I ran across those articles. In fact, they're right here. Well, I've already taken them off, but I'll show you some things I am working on. But no, I ran across those articles. Thank you, Mary Beth. I'm trying to read some of these comments, guys. Please bear with me. Jay Cool from Illinois. Jay Cool, I'm from Illinois. That's where I was actually born and raised. But no, some of you guys got, not you specifically, the last video I put up was about how, and we talk about things here about how the earth is changing and things like that. I think the earth goes through changes, honestly, quite honestly, every day. You know, it's not anything new. Is it your fault or my fault? No, I don't think so. It's just how it is. But a few people in the last video got upset. Hey, Smurg from Norway, Copenhagen, Denmark, Nicholas. Hi, Mary, Trevor, Rusco from Orlando. Been to Orlando many, many times. Rebecca Love. Thank you, Rebecca. No, I just wanted to say that my motive wasn't to, and I wanted your comments and I respect your comments. Somerset, Southwest England. What's up, Somerset girl? Um, Mama Sap from Canada. Raw, Rich, West Yorkshire, UK. Got a lot from the UK. Linnea from Wisconsin, Yorkshire, UK. Texas Gulf Coast, Tampa. Been to Tampa many times. What's up, guys? Good to see you all here. I apologize if I missed some of your comments. It's going pretty fast. Blanchett from Montreal. Plus, I'm cleaning this bracelet that's got a ton of tarnish on it. It never gets like that. What is going on here? But no, my last video was not intended to make anybody mad. I had somebody say they were mad and gonna leave and never come back, and that's your choice if that's what you want to do, you know. But that was not my motive, I promise. You guys are way too smart, you know. You guys know what time it is. Come on, you guys definitely know what time it is. Yes. So I respect your comments. I appreciate your comments. Hi from Belgium, Adri. Hope I pronounced that right. Happy Dragon Reptiles. What's up, my man? That's Nelson. What's up, Nelson? Nelson is a watchman, I'm telling you. Yes, he is. Frank from Texas. I know, Karen. I don't know. They got upset because I not everybody, but I had some people get, I think I got pretty feisty because I put up a video that mentioned climate change. And honestly, the reason I put it up, I had it over here on my laptop's here. This is just a extra monitor I use for pictures. See all the pictures over here? These are pictures that you guys have sent in. I keep them right here. I'll use them in videos. I put them on the website. These are just a bunch right here that I've gotten in the last couple of days. But no, the point of this hangout was I was going to go through some comments from yesterday's video, which are right here, and today's video. I'll read a few of them so you guys can see what I mean. And most of you people, like here, Butterfield 5965, think that climate change is BS. I think climate change is real. I think it's how it's interpreted, you know. I think the climate changes all the time, you know what I mean? Earth changes all the time. Earth has been changing for thousands of years, you know what I mean? Long before you and I got here, and it will continue to change long after we leave, you know? So that's just how it works, you know. It's the overall the mechanics of this place are designed and engineered to change. Is it your fault or my fault? I don't think so. It's just the way it is. You know, there's years. I'll tell you one of the biggest factors that I've learned, and I'll share it with you right now, that influence the climate. If you really want to know the truth, who's that there? Brother, I would love to interview on my podcast, Spiritual Superman. Spiritual Superman, just send me an email, and we'll talk about it. Send it to reports at MrMBB333.com. And make sure you put podcast in the description so I'll know. One of the biggest influencers of climate is the El Nino, and I don't know who named these weather. It's a heat anomaly over here in the Pacific Ocean. I don't know who named it. I personally would have named this heat anomaly something different. But it's the El Nino, La Nina anomaly that occurs every 2 or 3 years out here in the Pacific Ocean. I've watched these weather patterns change for years. as the La Nina and El Nino as it comes and goes. And right now we're going into El Nino. And we won't have hurricanes. We won't have many, because when we go into this phase, the reason that we don't have hurricanes, and especially in the Atlantic Ocean, is because of wind shear. The El Nino, the water, it's a heat anomaly out here in the Pacific. It creates like clockwork. Like right now, see, there's a big storm up in the Pacific Northwest going into Vancouver. It's going into Oregon, Washington, Northern California. This has been like round number 5, 6, or 7 in the last 2 months. And it's right on schedule with the El Nino La Nina switch. It's like clockwork, and that's where the weather pattern changes. It gets very wet in the Pacific Northwest during these changes. It's like clockwork. I've seen it happen over and over and over. So you won't see a lot of hurricanes next year out in the Atlantic Ocean, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it's because of the wind shear that this creates. We out here in Arizona, we will see an increase in monsoon activity because it's going to push moisture into the southwestern United States. That's where we get the majority of our moisture, is when we switch from La Nina to El Nino. And sometimes it's especially now that it's just starting, it's very wet in the Gulf states where they've been experiencing drought. It's kind of how it balances things out. I've watched it for years, Does it make me an expert? No. But I know when it's going to happen because I've studied it. And it is very true, and it is like clockwork. So, yeah. El Nino, La Nina. Study that, and you will know what's happening with the climate. You'll understand these weather patterns that you see. There's a giant storm right now moving onshore. It's going all the way over into the Dakotas. It's huge. Up into southwestern Canada, Vancouver, Washington. It's very, very wet. And that's the weather pattern. Brings moisture to the Pacific Northwest. So, yeah. Okay, I was just looking at some more comments. I wanted to do it with you guys, that's all. And some of these names, I apologize if I screw them up because I can't. Anita Farrand, 2595. I agree with what you said. It's all fear-mongering to control mankind. I didn't say that. That's your opinion, and that's great. You're entitled to your opinion. Albuquerque, New Mexico. See, TARSOHNCARRION. Thank you from Albuquerque. Sly Pork 530. What is up? Shane REI 4731 from Minneapolis, Minnesota. North Canton, Ohio. Planet Mern. Thank you. Thank you. Where are you guys from? Steve Middleton. You're welcome, Steve. Amy Lynn. Whoops, sorry. I'm trying to read some of these comments here. Yes, cloud seeding is a real thing. Yes. Is it a nefarious thing? I don't know. Who knows? If you think about it, it's so small. It's just so small. It's just too small. I'm sorry. It's way too small. Earth is too big. It's just not. Yeah, but it's real. Absolutely, it's real. Yep. Okay, I think that's clean enough. Put that back over here. Okay. Here we go. Bowie fan from Darlington, United Kingdom. Jules FR. And this is on the last video. It's a comment on the last video. I'm just going over some of the comments with you. They might be your comment. I don't know. Okay, so now they bring out the doomsday scenario. It's always kind of been there. Again, it's interpretation, There's always something and that's your opinion. And here's somebody, Jupiter Jane 2023. Yes, and what mainstream refuses to tell you is we are currently we're not completely out of the last ice age. This is a comment. Thus, glaciers are still melting as expected. When we have entered a new sun cycle, solar maximum, we're entering it right now. In fact, we are in it right now. Also, our planet has poles, okay, that have moved 630 miles at 32 miles a year. It's 34 miles a year, but close enough. And the carbon monoxide coming out of the oceans is part of planetary heating. They don't tell us these things because people will put two and two together and realize that climate change is a natural thing. And you know what? I agree, Jupiter Jane. Climate change is a natural thing. Earth has been changing long before you and I got here, and it's going to change a long afterwards. What do you think of this? So no, I didn't mean to make anybody mad, and if I did, I'm sorry. It wasn't my motive. What's that? Looks like a meteor? Look at that thing. This part right here is smooth. Like maybe it was hot at one time. See it? And this thing's heavy. I don't know exactly how much. I would say probably a pound. But the weird thing is, it's not, you know how a meteor, I have a meteor around here somewhere. It's not on my desk though. I don't think a meteor has like pores. The only sign of extreme heat would be right here where it's kind of smooth. I don't know what this is. Somebody sent it to me though. See it? And it's heavy. It's probably a pound. I don't know. Just sharing some things I have it sitting on my desk. Somebody sent this to me a couple of years ago. Yeah, I love it. Thank you. It's right there. You know what this is? That is, oh wow, who did that? What? Shannon Prater. Well, thank you, Shannon Prater. That's so kind. Wow. Thank you, Shannon. I'm trying to catch up on these comments. My goodness. Thank you very much, Shannon. That's so kind. You know what this is? This also sits on my desk. I don't even know where I got it, but it works. This is it's a form of a weather monitor. I don't know what these crystals and things are in here. I've seen it change though. The inside of this thing, even indoors, when the weather changes outdoors, this will get like a frost on the inside. It will get frost on the top of, I'm assuming that's water, like right now. The frost is on the bottom. When the weather changes outside, and I'm assuming it has to do with the barometric pressure. Let's say it's getting ready to storm or we've got a monsoon moving in. It doesn't get cold out here, but let's say we got a monsoon coming in. Island Thrifts. Thank you, Island Thrifts. Wow, you guys are something else. But what happens is the inside of this thing will get frosty. And it works. It's unbelievable. I don't know what this thing's called. I've got the box around here somewhere. I don't know where it's at. But it's really cool. This too sits on my desk. And I know when the weather's going to change, when El Nino and La Nina are up to their little antics, this thing will change and it'll let me know. That is a weather station in a glass, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, and it works. It actually works. It's really cool. Okay, back to a couple of comments. Okay. Peace, love, unity, 888, 12 minutes ago. Shadow ban if you speak out. That's not true. I not from me. I wouldn't. I want you to speak out. You guys have a voice. You have an opinion, and your opinion counts. So speak, of course. You may not agree with me, and that's okay. That's okay. I'm up here, you know, a part of me thinks that the Earth is a form of as crazy as this may sound, a form of a brown dwarf. You know, I did that in a video here a while back, and I explained why that a part of me thinks that. You know, it's just a theory. It's a theory. Cows magic. Why are billions buying oceanfront property? Billionaires. I didn't know they were. But I'm not a billionaire, so I don't hang around in those circles. Watching from, okay, this is Joe Lubers, watching from Gilligan's Island, right? Right on. That was 13 minutes ago. I'm just trying to go up through some of the comments, that's all. You know, growing up when I was a kid, real little guy, Gilligan's Island was one of my favorite shows, and I couldn't wait to get home from school to watch Gilligan's Island. And I would every day, watched every episode multiple times. Okay, Harold Davis Jones in Edmonton, Oklahoma. What's up, Harold? And here's a comment by Antoinette Cerrone. Oh, please, right after the climate change meeting, they're getting on their private jets and flying around. And, you know, we've all seen that, of course. And it's a topic of big debate. And you're entitled to your opinion, and your opinion counts, you know. Do I think we could be better stewards of the earth? Yeah, I do, of course. Okay. This is a user from Aurora, Indiana. The same scientists were talking about a mini ice age just a few years ago. The key in this study is the need for policies. Don't believe the hype. And that is from Ainana Ishtar. South Carolina, Elizabeth Blackwelder. Hello, Elizabeth. Pole shift, and that's from JBH Arco 40. And then Harold Jones, I suspect that a volcanic eruption has more impact on the atmosphere than farmers and their crops. And you know what? I agree. Who's this here? Lise Lot Lund Rodick. Thank you, Lise. What is going on? I'll try to keep up with some of these. Michael Brown from Tennessee. I've been through Tennessee, Michael. Terry Myers, fear God, not man. Good in Leander, Texas, John Pratt Jr. That's good to hear. I'm glad you're doing good. Hello from West Virginia, John Morris. What's up, guys? Hope you're having a good day. Weather here, it's actually sunny, no clouds anywhere. And it's about 63 degrees, I think, 64 or something like that. You can see I've got on a long sleeve shirt. I was just outside messing around with the camera that's right up there. I had to reconfigure it. Got that done, and I came back inside. Hi, everybody from Montpellier, France. Nicholas. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to... Hello from Iceland. Adi, please forgive me. Margers? Adi Margers? Cool beans. There's a volcano erupting up in Iceland, and I've had people get on to me about not mentioning the volcano up in Iceland. And I do monitor the volcano up in Iceland. I do. It's just I've seen it before, you know, over the years. I've seen the volcano get active, and there be a whole flurry of swarms, and yeah, it's a big deal, but it's it's okay. It's not that big a deal. I mean, it happens. Do you know at any given time there's hundreds of volcanoes erupting around the world? I mean, it happens all the time, every day. We just don't hear about it every day. We may not have access to the information about how, volcanoes are erupting all around the world every day. You may hear about one here, one there, but there are thousands of volcanoes all over the earth, and at any given time, like I said, there's hundreds erupting every single day. It's like this stuff inside the earth is trying to escape. Maybe it doesn't like being trapped inside the earth. Maybe it wants to escape, and we call them volcanoes, but maybe they're actually something else. Maybe there's something else. Okay. Watching from, this is Princeton Watterson, watching from Kingsport, Tennessee. I'm going to send some pics. Okay, that's cool. Thank you. I'm going to reply. Please do. Thank you. Liking these comments. Thank you. Thank you. Just going over some comments, guys. Picayune, Mississippi. James Pinton. You probably see I'm liking these comments right now. I like them all. I like all the ones I see. Sharon Robinson, I'm doing okay. Thanks for asking. Sharon, how are you doing? Nancy D, Mr. B, do you believe in Jesus Christ? Of course I do. Steve at Alice, spraying us in Wisconsin. Hey guys, I want to ask you a question. I don't know how to. That's kind of off topic. We'll talk about it another time, okay? But it actually has to do with the climate and stuff like that. But we'll talk about it another time. We may talk about it here. We'll see. Watch from southeastern Washington, Dayton, Washington. Daggern Guy, Sand Springs, Oklahoma, Ginger. The Bible foretold of this. The earth isn't going to survive and we will be remade, just like the scientists are saying. That's Willowy 3635. I love your show. Watched every day. Tony Davis. Thank you, Tony. I'm watching here in Trenton, Missouri. Tony Davis. Yeah. Oh, here's Marguerite talking about the giant iceberg down in they're off the coast of Antarctica. That's three times the size of New York City. It's floating now in the Southern Ocean. Aloha from Las Oasis, Fort Worth, Texas. Leela Lee. What is going on, guys? Good to see you all here today. New York Shepherd. What is up? Rochester, New York. Hello, Jerome. Good to see you. I drank Icelandic water from Iceland. So I've had that before, Penny. It is very good. And I'm not promoting the water. I just think it's really good. I agree. Whoops, sorry. I'm trying to keep up with these comments. 63 degrees, Carol, in Northeast. We're still wearing shorts. Wow. To be honest, I have on a pair right now, too. But I'm in Arizona. I do have on a pair of shorts. To be totally honest with you, I wear shorts year-round. I've gotten to the point where I really don't even like to wear jeans. They're I don't know, they're hot. Too hot. Zacatosa, New Mexico. Peter, watching from Norman, Oklahoma. Going through liking some comments, reading some comments. And Terry, see, here's one that got mad at me. See, it's from Wyoming. Brandon Harley. God bless you, Mike Mealy. Hi, everyone, from Liverpool, UK. That is Mal Ingram. see, here's a person that took it the wrong way. This is Terry G. Terry, if you're on here, it says you seem to have fallen for the BS. Pumped out by the people that think they own us. No, I haven't. No, not at all. I'm simply sharing an article that's been going around for a week. One's been going around for a week. One's been going around for a couple of days. And you guys are way too smart to fall for the BS. I know that. I've learned that over the years. You guys are the smartest people in the world. So that's what makes Google, the search engine so smart. It's people. People is what made it smart. So no, there's no BS there, guys. Tracy Lynn, howdy Tracy Lynn, Jack Todd. Oh, you green tea? No. No. I'll do the question later, okay? Green tea, I will. Not right now. Okay, watching from New Hampshire. Cool. So I can't pronounce the name. I'm sorry. MJQ. As far as I can go with that one, but I like it. Thank you. I'm liking. NASA proposed a $200 billion budget to travel to the sun and patch up the damage. That's a comment by Joe. And that's a good question. Back in 2018, I think it is, and here we are in 2023, they launched the Parker Solar Probe. You guys all have heard of that, right? PSP, there's a website, Parker Solar Probe. And it going to the sun via Venus, gonna whip around Venus and go straight towards the sun. And get within 4,000 miles of the surface of the sun, closest to any satellites ever gotten. We use the SOHO, we use the SDO here all the time. But I've been so looking forward, and I know you guys have too. One picture from the Parker Solar Probe, up close to the sun. Not one. Are you kidding me? And it's been over 4 years. Spirit Walker, watching you for 6 years. I appreciate your channel. Aw, thank you so much. Barb in Vermont. That is very kind. I appreciate you. Hi from Seville, Spain. Annabelle Solon. Good to hear from you. Matt Goodchild. No, it's going to be okay, Matt. Nancy D. Amen, Mr. B. Thank you. You're welcome. My pleasure. Hope you're doing well, too. Scott Miller. Just trying to get through some of these questions. Crypto, I love you, comment from Kansas City, Missouri. Yay, Kansas City, Missouri. Francis from Oregon. Thank you, Francis. I watch you from North Carolina almost every day. Troy. Al H, you smoke marijuana? No, I don't. It makes me tired. So, I have when I was 16, many years ago, but no, it's not for me. It makes me tired. Love your channel, Sam Tucker, East Texas. Yeah, you'd never hear me on doing a video. I'd be asleep all the time. Terry Washington, hello from. Let me try to get this right. Sheboygan Falls. Did I get that right? Yeah, it's got to be Sheboygan Falls, Wisconsin. Cool, thank you. Hello from Italy. Thank you so much, Simone. Glad you're here in Italy. Oh my goodness. It's got to be like midnight, right? In Italy? All right, cool. Hello from Tucson, Arizona, brother. Great to see you. Karen Hope. That's my neighbor, right? Let's see, where am I? I'm still getting from my direction. You're this way. That's south to me. That's where Tucson is at. I'm up here in the Phoenix area. Happy Dragon Reptiles. That's our friend Nelson. We have around 1,500 potentially active volcanoes. You're right, Happy Dragon Reptiles. There's thousands all over the earth. I once saw, and I don't know where it's at now. I don't have it anymore. I've got a screen grab of it somewhere. Cindy Brown, Ancient Aliens. Yeah, I was out there a few years ago. The volcanoes that are all around the earth, there's thousands. And I remember when I first saw a map a globe of all of the known volcanoes, active and not active. I was shocked. It was overwhelming. There was over 10,000. 10,000, man. So, wow. Yeah. 10,000. Unbelievable. Hello from Holland. Yay, Holland. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to go through some of these comments. There's my moderator. Yay. Thank you, moderator. I need some help here. Ancient aquifer, best way to keep away from, that's the Watchman. Lisa R, still can't believe you were on Ancient Aliens. I was actually on there twice. And I can't either, to be honest. It was fun, though. Really good guys. Very nice people, I have to admit. The whole crew of Ancient Aliens, double thumbs up. Very kind. Gotta admit, Gabe, I know he's probably not watching my live stream, but Gabe, one of the producers for Ancient Aliens, super cool guy. Really like Gabe. And they're all very nice, trust me. Very nice people. 74 in San Diego. Wake and Break. Space Force AL. I know, man. I don't even like blue jeans anymore. Freezing now. I'm damp looking, Paul. I am? Really? I don't know. My hair is kind of a mess. Brazil. What's up, guys? Off the hook in Las Vegas. You're welcome, Waylon. East Texas. That's where Rockstar Preacher's at over in Texas. He's in the Plano area. What's up, Rockstar Preacher? Greetings from the Netherlands. What's up, guys? Just sitting here at my desk. I was kind of going through some comments because I saw, and I do look at the comments, guys. I do look at the comments. Here's from Collegeville, Pennsylvania, right outside of Philly. Beth Ann from Philadelphia. Thank you, Beth Ann. But yeah, my opinion, the Earth has always changed. But not that I'm the oracle of knowledge. I have an opinion, just like you guys. You have an opinion, and your opinion counts, you know. Whether anybody listens to us or not, that's a whole other story. But, you know, the Earth has always changed, and it's always going to change. Got a member, Julie D. Julie D is a Blue Star member. Oh, I'm trying to pronounce this right. Oh, Nanada Creations, love from Hudson Valley, New York. What's up? Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Skywatcher, Cindy Brown, Rebecca Love. What is up, Rebecca Love? Thanks for stopping by. Guys, I apologize if I missed some of the comments. That is my bad. I'm trying to get them all. Don't get mad. People get mad at the last video. Al, no, I do not smoke the green. Sorry, it's not my thing. I don't even drink. So in that regard, I'm probably kind of boring. I drink water. Nectar of the gods. That's about the extent of it, Al. Sorry, buddy. Watching you in our home school. Really? Okay, that's cool. I would be Space Force Al. I think you would be spiffy with the mohawk. Really? I don't know. My hair is kind of a mess right now. Spirit Walker. That is Barb in Vermont. All right. I'm glad my moderator's here. What's up, moderator? I got the best moderator. Yes, I do. The Earth is flat. Christina Bostic. You know what? That's your opinion, Christina, and I respect that. You have your reasons to believe that, and that's okay. I disagree, but that's okay. Steve, where's Nibiru? Well, I don't think anybody really knows. Oh, Happy Dragon. Happy Dragon, send me an email if you can, when you get time, with the coordinates. Happy Dragon sends me really cool stuff all the time. Happy Dragon, your stuff is right up here on my desktop right now. But I need the coordinates for Sahara. So please send me the coordinates for the Sahara desert things that you found. Super cool. Big shout out to Happy Reptiles, Nelson Jinx. And Nelson has found some really cool stuff that I'm going to share with you guys here soon. But Nelson, I want to show the location on Google Earth. So please send me the coordinates when you can, buddy. Hello from New York. Not getting the notifications. I'm sorry. Hello from Chicago. I have a lot of people tell me that they don't get notifications. And, that's kind of sad. That's just the way it is. That happens to a lot of people. You would think that if it were my platform, I would want people notified when people are creating content so more people can join in, I think more is better, but that's not always the case. I don't know. I have no control over that, guys. But you can always double check, make sure that it's a two-step process. You click the bell, and then after the bell activates notifications, and then you have to click I don't even know what it is, the alert thing, whether you want alerted for, and I understand why, because some people may be subscribed to say 200 channels. Hello from Chicago Truth Seeker. What's up? Let's say you're subscribed to 200 channels, and let's say that all of those 200 channels uploaded a video at 12 o'clock in the afternoon and 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And then you would get a notification on your phone from 200 different channels in the course of an hour, and your phone would be constantly chiming, and I think it would, probably drive us nuts. So that's why they ask you if you want notified each time whoever you subscribe to uploads a video. So make sure if you want notified when I upload a video, double check and make sure you have that part checked. Otherwise, it won't notify you. So that does happen from time to time. But I have no control over that, guys. Global warming, volcanoes, a legion of salt. Thomas Harris, Mishawaka, Indiana. What's up, 333? What's up, buddy? 333's a very spiritual, it has a very spiritual meaning to me. I know a lot of people ask what the 3 means, and all of you that are on here right now, the 333 has a very spiritual meaning to me personally. It's just part of my story, and that's the truth. It's part of my story. I love the 333s for good reasons, not anything nefarious. Did you used to be Blue Kool-Aid, Rhonda Hygen? No. So they're spraying in Las Vegas, off the hook. Nancy D, I'll be a moderator for you, Mr. B. Thank you, Nancy. Just looking at some of the comments here, guys. And I'm looking at also some of the comments to my last video. A lot of people got mad, And that wasn't my intention. My intention is to never make y'all mad. Hello, I'm watching this video from Cannon City, Colorado, and that is no name, just a user. User HT3EB. From Central Illinois, been following you for about 4 years now. I check new videos every day. That's Maya2167, and I like that video. I like all of them that I see. I do, and I try to get to mine. I know I'm missing some here, and I apologize. Amy Sue, am I a Mason? Ariel Darkstar? No, I'm not. The 333 is spiritual to me, because I believe that we live in a spiritual world, and the 3s have a very spiritual meaning to me. So I know we live in a spiritual world. Oh, did you see that? Yeah, yeah. Check out the meteor, DP007. Check it out. I think that's what this is. The only thing different with this, it could have been part of a bigger one. And I think this was found in a large debris field where a large meteor impacted the Earth. And I want to say it was somewhere over in Northern California. I've got the box that the person sent it to me right up there in my closet. And this was one of many that were found. And I think when it broke apart, that's why it's only got this one side right here that appears to be melted. Julie D, what's up, Julie D? Julie D is a blue star, remember? And the rest of it is not. But I'm telling you, this thing is heavy. So I can tell it's got a lot of iron content. I've got a, where's my magnet? I got a magnet around here somewhere. Let's just see here. Yeah, see the magnet? So it's got iron content. So that tells you that more than likely, this probably is a meteor. And it's heavy. Guarantee you that's a pound at least. See the magnet? So that tells you it's got iron. Those are little rare earth magnets. I've got some very strong magnets. I got them back in, I don't know, 2016. And I had to sign a release. They're over there in the closet. Because the magnets are so strong that if they collide, like these are actually pretty strong little magnets too. These are little rare earth magnets, but they're not very strong. I mean, they are, but the ones that I bought, they're called N54s, and you can look them up. N54. They're so strong, I think it's the strongest you can buy in the general public. If you get two of them close together, it can smash your finger to the point where it'll break your finger. It's that strong. So I have to keep them separated. I have one in a cardboard box over there, and there's one right down there. I can't even get it off the post. It's so strong. But that just shows that this more than likely is a meteor because it has magnetic properties. Okay, cool. Happy Dragon Reptiles. What is up, buddy? Now, you need to stop that. You do enough for me, and I appreciate it. Send me the coordinates, though, to the Sahara, please. Send me the coordinates, and we'll do that video this week, because that's really cool. I like it. Joliet, Illinois, V3UND. That's very nice. Thank you. I appreciate that. I watch every video. I scrolled. I'm sorry. Whoop. Hey, everyone. Much love. Hi, Kim, Terry, Amy Sue. T. Kerr. Thank you. That's very kind. I appreciate that. The Earth is a sphere. Salvation zone. The Earth is a sphere. How else can satellites stay in orbit? It's called a, whoop. Sorry, it's already scrolled up. But see, there's a variety of opinions, and I respect them all. Some people think the Earth is flat. Some people think it's spheroid. Some people think it's round. The Earth, if you want my opinion, is more like that. The Earth is not perfectly round. And this is just my opinion, okay? I haven't read this anywhere. It's just the way I think. The water that encapsulates something like this makes the Earth and its rotation makes it appear round. But I don't think it's perfectly round. I think it's kind of a rugged. Obviously, it's got mountains and deep trenches like the Mariana Trench that's 7 miles deep. And then you've got mountains that are, 7 miles high. So it's very rugged and rough and highly magnetic. So yeah, I mean, I think it's a spheroid. And I think the Earth is bigger on the bottom. I'm talking like the southern hemisphere, which this isn't a very good example. This is just a big meteor. But I think the Earth is, and again, this is just my opinion, I think the Earth is bigger on the bottom than it is on the top. That's how it keeps its constant 23.6 degree tilt. because the bottom is bigger than the top. Not by much. Leanna Law. Hello, Leanna. Hi, Ali. Tony DeMarco. Mary Beth. Jeffrey Davis. This is going way too... Polenta R. Forest from Sacramento, California. Blue Star member, now a Green Star member. Like Happy Dragons. You guys are really awesome. Thank you so much. Mary Beth, Amy Sue, Cindy Brown. T. Kerr, I get notified. Oh, okay, good. I know some people do, some people don't. And I don't have a screen here. It's a two-step process. You have to click the bell and then activate the notifications when you subscribe. Oh, I know what you do. You click the subscribe button, and then that means you're subscribed to a channel, whether it be mine or somebody else's. You click the subscribe button, and then you have to click that bell. If you don't click the bell, then you won't get notified. I love the numbers. I do too. I love numbers. Everything is numbers. That just went by way too fast. I'm so sorry. Some of these are going by fast. Nelson, send me the coordinates to Sahara, please. I got your Antarctica one right over here, and that one had the coordinates, so getting ready to rock and roll that one, but send me the coordinates to Sahara, buddy. Blue Kool-Aid is Wages World. That's the Racal, I can't even pronounce that, buddy. RACALCITRAN1. Okay. Karen Hope in AZ, Black Mountains is the tallest in Kentucky, but on the border with Virginia. Cindy Brown, Amy Sue. Philip the Third, watching from North Carolina. All right. Rochester, Minnesota. Cool. That would be James Whitkus. Ariel Darkstar. Hello from Alabama. What's up, Huckleberry? Moderator says we're all in this together, and that is so true. We are. Where are we going to go? We're all in this together. Look at this little guy here. There that is, right? It's Mr. Zeus. Whoop. Sorry, guys. I know you can't please everybody. I try, but I've learned that Mary Beth, it's hard. Holy Trinity, last one, 207. Lisa R, the Holy Trinity, 333. Polenta R Forest. I am not a Mason. I know that's funny, right? I wouldn't have time for that. Wouldn't know where to begin. Let's show. That's very kind. Is it magnetic? Yeah, check it out. You ready? Here we go. Watch how magnetic this is. Yes, so it's definitely magnetic. I took my family out meteor hunting one time, and that's how this thing, these are pretty strong. Take these, you can get them at Home Depot. And you can get some that are a little bit stronger, but stack them up like that. Use at least 2 like that, or 3, and put them on the end of a stick, and just tape them on the end of a stick, a long walking stick, and then just go out walking down a trail, wherever, in a park, and anything that jumps up on your magnet. This is backwards, but this is too big, but you'll collect small ones that'll jump up on your magnet, small rocks. And those rocks are magnetic. It doesn't mean that they're all meteorites. They could be, but they could be like magnetite too. But that's a good way to go meteor hunting. Just take 2 or 3 of these, 4 if you can get them, tape them to the bottom of a stick, go out and just kind of, cruise around, see what you can find. Hi, Gerald. Nice to meet you in Franklin, Kentucky. Trying to say hi to everybody. Let's go get a couple of comments over here. I like this one. Okay, thank you from Fort Bragg, California. You are welcome. Jennifer Kin. Thanks for the video, Mr. Beaver. You're welcome. That's Dr. William E. Reese. Sent me a comment. You're welcome. Just a lot of comments on the last video. And the video before, I like that when you guys left the comments on where you're from. Seriously, I like to see that. I really do. I really do. Yeah, I know. That's pretty neat, right? I think this come from a very large meteorite that entered the atmosphere above, I think it was the San Francisco area. Yeah. Just like I said, this side's very smooth. That's heavy. That's a good pound. You bet. I'm in... Now, magnetic therapy, you can buy these mats that you lay on, and they create a magnetic field, magnetic energy. Yeah, magnets aren't necessarily that bad. 333 is a prophetic number. Whoops, I'm sorry, guys. This thing is going way too fast. I wanted to say thank you. Cody Reisner. Yeah, I'm checking on that, Cody. Thank you. I don't know. I think my life path number, I think it's 9. I think it's 9. See that? You know what that is? Oops. I know flat Earth does not make sense. Earth is oval. Okay, everybody has an opinion, and I respect all of your opinions, whether it's flat, spheroid, oval, round, square, whatever. Your guys' opinion counts. 333 and chill. That's right. Yeah, I love it. Trying to go through the comments here. Lori Smith. Yeah, that's true right there, Lori, if you're right. There you go. See, Lori, someone did a video and presented what the Earth looks like without the oceans and seas and lakes, and it's very not round. And it's true. Like you could cover this with water and make it look round and start spinning it around. It would probably look round, and take the water off. There's what you got. So no, I don't think the Earth is perfectly round. No. I think the southern hemisphere, is bigger than the northern hemisphere. Look at the time of day. Look at the time of day in the summer. Do this. It's very simple math. I've done it, and I'm already convinced that the southern hemisphere is bigger. Christian from Tennessee, what's up? Oklahoma, I just saw somebody from Oklahoma. Mike, Lancaster, California. No, what was I saying? Oh. If I'm not mistaken, and it's been a while, that the peak summer day in, I don't know, Brisbane, Australia, Melbourne, Australia, the longest day of the year in the southern hemisphere is 1 hour longer than the longest day in the northern hemisphere. Look it up. I did. Okay, I did. I just touched it to stop it. Howdy from Oklahoma, John Cross. Yeah, the northern hemisphere is a little bit smaller than the southern hemisphere. AZ Watchwoman, Blue Star member, 777, Southeast Arizona. What's up, neighbor? So you were just notified, and we've been on for 59 minutes, almost an hour. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't have any control over that. If I had control over it, you all would be notified every single time. I promise. But I don't have any control over that. I wish I did. And I can tell. I can tell by the views, and I never complain, but you can just tell. I mean, a channel with this many subscribers, they don't hardly get any views. So you know they're not getting recommended. People aren't getting notified. Sun, behind Sun, John Adventures. Tennessee, Kentucky, Bigfoot. I'm from Louisiana, Nancy G. Here's somebody here. Who's that? Lynn Berry from Scotland. Thank you, Lynn. That's very kind. Tom Martin from Missouri. Been to Missouri a few times. Mount Shasta. I just saw somebody from Mount Shasta. You know, I get some really cool pictures from time to time from Mount Shasta. Yeah. And I think that's in Trinity. Let me think. Polenta, you know this. Mount Shasta is in Trinity National Forest, I think. Yeah, I get some cool pictures every once in a while from Mount Shasta. The wind currents over there and the clouds makes Mount Shasta makes some really cool lenticular clouds. Last one, 207 from Maine. Howdy, how you doing? New England, what's up, guys? Scarlet Fire, Coal, Tennessee, Kentucky, Bigfoot. Yeah, drag the magnet along the beach. Yeah, that's exactly how you do it. That's an easy way to do it. And we found some. We found some real small ones. Yeah, real small ones. William, been here somewhere for 17 years. There's my moderator. When do you think the pole flip? Terry Washington. I wouldn't know, Terry. I do know that from what I've read, I have no way of confirming it, but they say that the magnetic North Pole is moving faster and faster each year across I guess it would be now the Arctic Sea. It's moving from 10 miles per hour, no, 10 miles a year up to 34 miles a year. So it's moving faster. So I guess mathematically, if you did some math, did 34 miles a year times X amount of years, I mean, it's still got a long ways to go, but who knows? I don't, none of us know. Nobody's been here during a pole reversal. And I don't know that even during a magnetic reversal that I don't think that much would really go on. It's not like it would be a geo-physical reversal. We wouldn't want that. Add B is a new Blue Star member. Humans are trying to control the climate is like ants trying to control the landscaping and watering of a yard. Add B, I couldn't agree more. Greetings from Holland. Mr. Name, sorry about that. Shannon Prater, hands up for those who have had eyes on the black triangles. Right here, I saw them by accident, Shannon. T. Sherwood by Cincinnati, Ohio. I've seen two by sheer accident. Both of them were in the same year. I want to say 2017. It's just one of those things you'll never forget. If you ever do see one. And I've seen two. One was a boomerang, though. Wasn't a full-fledged triangle. The first one I saw was, and this thing was setting in the southeastern sky, and I guess it was like that, and I didn't see it until it went like that. When it tilted, I saw the lights on the bottom. When it was like that, I didn't know it was there. It was the exact color. It was a perfectly black color of the sky. Perfect. I didn't know it was there. I wasn't even looking for one. All of a sudden, this thing tilts like that, and I see the bottom of it. I see a light in the middle. It reminded me of I don't have a ping pong ball, but it reminded me of a ping pong ball cut in half stuck to the bottom of this craft, and it was dim. It wasn't real bright. There was a bigger one in the center, and then you could see smaller ones about half the size on each of the 3 points of the craft. It turned. If it hadn't turned, promise you I wouldn't have seen it, because it matched the sky perfect. And I mean, it accelerated and took off so fast, it was gone in less than maybe a second and a half. Wasn't anything scary about it. It was really cool to see. No joke. It was really cool to see. But yes, Shannon, I've seen two. And the second one I saw was a black boomerang. Again, like all the videos that you guys send me, you're not out looking for this stuff, you know. It just finds you. You happen to be quick enough to get your cameras out and record this stuff that you see. You're not out looking for it. Neither was I. I was just sitting outside drinking coffee at 5 o'clock in the morning. And all of a sudden, it was like this. Whew, big old boomerang flew right over my head towards Polenta over in California. That's the direction it was headed, in California, towards Polenta. I jumped up out of that chair. I grabbed my phone. Where's my phone? Oh, phone's right here. I grabbed my phone, and by the time I grabbed my phone, it was gone. But it was a boomerang. It had lights on each side. They weren't lights, though. I don't think they were lights. And again, if that thing hadn't have tilted like that, I wouldn't have seen it. And there were, okay, again, I didn't have time to count because it was moving too fast, but there were very dull, circular, I think they were portals, not lights, on the top of this thing. I don't know if it's top or bottom, but that's what I saw, very light orange. They were light orange, all the same size. Again, I don't know how big, but the craft itself was very big. And it was heading from, it just went over my head, probably 2,000, 3,000 feet in the sky. Very quiet. Neither one of them made any sound at all. And it was headed towards California. That's all I know. I've seen two, and was not looking for them, and I've never looked for one since. But they're real. Absolutely, they're real. Bell, Florida, Adam, Ad B, out of Maine. All right, Ad B. Happy days from Manitoba, Canada. Hi, guys. You guys are amazing, each and every one of you. And just know that your opinion matters. It matters to me. It counts. And you guys that got upset and all fired up about this whole climate thing, don't get upset about it. Just know that the Earth has always changed. It's in a state of change right now. It's changing right now as we're doing this video, having this conversation. Sometimes the changes are just a little more extreme than others, but that's okay. I mean, you know, it doesn't mean the world's going to end. Changes can be extreme. Changes can be mild. You know what I mean? So I'm telling you, if you research and you really want to understand all this stuff, if you really want to understand it, you really do understand. I've got it on this computer right here. Maybe I'll share it someday in a video. Understand and research, and I think they go back 150 years, maybe back to 1854 or something like that. Research the La Nina, El Nino patterns, and you'll see the patterns, and they show each year. This year it was La Nina, La Nina, La Nina, and then all of a sudden it switched from La Nina to El Nino, and then look at your weather patterns and watch your weather patterns, and it's like clockwork. It's like clockwork, I'm telling you. That's what does it. And it's a temperature anomaly in the Pacific Ocean, just at or above the equator, off the coast, and I'm talking several miles off the coast. 500 miles, 1,000 miles off the coast of Ecuador, right in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. That's what does it. It does it every time it changes. These weather patterns change. I'm watching them change right now. That's what it is. Terry from London. Seeking and Being. What's up, guys? Hello from New Mexico. Carl and Christina. Liz Bauer. Earth is like a snow globe. I'll match. Why is the sun white? You know why the sun's white? I think the sun is white. It could be one of two things. I think it's our view of the sun has changed with regard to our atmosphere. we look through the atmosphere to observe the sun. We look through the atmosphere to observe stars, the moon, anything that's outside the atmosphere. I think there's something in the atmosphere that's changed. That's why we're seeing different colors of auroras, northern lights. We saw some the other night that were, in fact, I had some people send me some beautiful red ones from the North and South Pole. And they say, well, you know, that's influenced by oxygen and nitrogen and things like that. So there could be something in the atmosphere. Maybe there's an abundance of, or lack thereof, ozone. Maybe there's more ozone, maybe there's less ozone. Ozone is nothing more than a oxygen molecule with 3 parts. That's it. That's all it is. Oxygen molecule with 3 parts. And that third part is what supposed to strip the UVC from making it to ground level. So could be something like that. And then again, the sun could be going through a phase where it's evolving differently, and it's burning maybe more helium ratios to hydrogen ratios, and it causes it to look white, you know? Because I remember when I was a kid, I never looked at the sun, but we played outside all the time. That's just what we did. The sun always, from what I can recall, was more orange-yellow. I agree, it does look white. Thank you, Nancy G. Linda, yes, Trinity. I've been to the Smoky Mountains in Tennessee, but it's been a long time ago. In fact, wait a minute. No, I haven't been to the Smokies per se. When I was a little kid, but I've driven through Tennessee, the southwestern part of Tennessee. Not recently. It's been many years ago. Going to Florida. Whoops, caught your live. Watch all your videos. Lionheart. Thank you, Lionheart. That's very kind. Magic Mike, Chicago UI. Magic Mike sends me a lot of cool things from the Chicago skies. Yes, sir. Telling you, you guys don't miss a trick. You guys send a lot of good stuff. You really do. There's a lot of neat stuff to see out there if you just be patient, go outside and look up. I'm going to try looking at the sky. It's a nice clear day, but since we're in this transition phase between La Nina and El Nino, we've had more cloud cover here in Arizona, and that is right on time. It's like clockwork. We'll go years sometimes hardly without seeing a cloud. I remember my wife asked one time, she goes, what's that in the sky? Because she hadn't seen a cloud for years. She saw one little bitty cloud because we were in those phases between La Nina and El Nino. But anyway, it looks clear. I have a little 5-inch telescope over there. I may try to pull in the comet tonight. And here's Guy Man 6385. You know what I think, Mike. In Sacramento, somebody else over here with Polenta. This is Pamela Pink, 8747. Cheers from the UK, Mike Gately. It's good to see all you guys here today. I'm glad you stopped by and joined me. Hello from Maryland, Johnny Stewart. I don't know about a pole shift not affecting us. The pole shift would. No, you're right. You're exactly right. Yeah, the magnetic shields would weaken. How much? I don't know. And anybody that says they know are not, they don't know what they're talking about because they've never experienced a pole shift. So they don't know how much the poles would weaken. Do you know that the magnetic polarity of the sun changes often? The north and south pole switch on the sun. I know it'd be a little different here on Earth with regard to the ozone and the amount of radiation that would penetrate the atmosphere, just how far down it would come towards the surface of the Earth. I don't know. That would be the biggest thing. And it would disrupt satellites because of the amount of low Earth orbit is inside the atmosphere and underneath the magnetic shield. So if they were to weaken, the plasma from the sun would create so much drag on the satellites. They would honestly, well, they would put them in safe mode, but there would be so much drag on the satellites that it would throw them off orbit. That would be a big mess. That really would. And the potential of radiation, making it not so good radiation, making it to ground level. Bedford, UK. Damiano, thank you, Damiano. Hey, Mr. B, best baby girl. Any dragon videos, Drex? I don't have any dragon videos, Drex. Let's see, T. Kerr, Chicago. Oh, Chicago UI. I saw one triangle in the Superstition Mountains. Okay, yeah, they're real. Ain't no doubt about it. And I found them quite fascinating, to be honest. I really did. I didn't see them for very long. I saw the very first one I saw was about when I saw it tilt. I used this reference. It was about as thick as a Costco building. Don't ask me why. When I walk into a Costco, what is a Costco? 20 feet tall, maybe. So this thing was about 20 feet thick and just gone. I mean, that quick, gone. There's no way a human could have been on that thing. But I mean, boom, a blink of an eye, it was gone. No sound. True, they're very, very real. And nothing to be afraid of. I thought they were super cool. Absolutely. I only saw two, and they were both in 2017, and haven't seen one since. Haven't been looking either. Wasn't looking then. Just Josh, love you, bud. I saw something 3 years ago that made no sense. That's Cole. Yeah, I'm telling you. And you know what? Here's the thing. Since the conception of these smartphone devices and everybody pretty much carrying one around at all times gives you the ability to record anything, in a moment's notice, on the fly. You can record whatever. So maybe these things have always been here. Maybe we share the earth with, think about it. Most of us never leave the friendly confines of our communities. We're not traveling up in the Andes Mountains and in the Himalaya Mountains and the, slopes of Alaska. We're pretty much, we stay in the same spot most of our lives. But with the conception of the smartphones now, we're seeing things in the sky that, like I said, maybe they've always been there and we're just now noticing, I don't know. But I've never once set out to look for something unusual in the sky. Never. Now tonight, if it remains like this, clear skies, I'm gonna try to pull in the comet, okay? And if I can get a good view of it, because it's coming in, boy, that's a whole nother story right there. This comet coming in is going to be right next to the sun on April 8th of 2024. And when the sun goes dark during the solar eclipse, there's going to be this comet in the sky up here shining like a bright star. This is it's going to be a historical moment that's going to be a part of history forever. Do you realize that? April 8th of 2024. Especially if you're in the path of totality of the solar eclipse, total solar eclipse of 2024, it's going to be a very historic day. Yes. It's going to be one that will be talked about forever. It'll be written down in books. It's almost like a biblical type of experience. The sun's going to go dark and the sky is going to reveal this bright star with wings. What? Yeah. So it's going to be a very fascinating day. And this thing's inbound right now. I check it every day. It is right. I'll show you. Right there it is. I keep it on my desktop. Ready? Right there it is. I keep it on my desktop. Every day. I watch it. I'm waiting. I am waiting I'm waiting patiently for that thing. You bet. Add B, Steve Silent. I'm sorry, I missed it, Betty. You're talking about the atmosphere diluting. You're probably talking about the atmosphere diluting the UVC, and it does. UVC is like I think it's a long wavelength, or vice versa. It's a frequency. UVC is a long wavelength. UVAB are short wavelengths. They make it through the atmosphere. The other one does not, UVC, which we don't want it to. Every 10,000 years or so, the Earth has a hard reset. It happens and will happen again. That's Al H. That sounds good. I think he has a DJ-like voice. That's Miss DJ. Well, do you know, you probably didn't, but many years ago, when I was right out of high school, I was a DJ for about 1 year. Actually, I liked it. I had fun. So Jimmy Mack, Larry Mayberry, just saying hi to some of you guys in here. It's called a dust cloud. The sun is changing. Yeah, it is. The sun is changing. The Earth is changing. The solar system is changing. Jupiter is changing. Like this little guy right here. Doesn't that look like Jupiter? There's Jupiter in your hand. Jupiter in your hand right there. And Jupiter is changing. The red spot on Jupiter is disappearing. You know, so, you know, is that your fault? I mean, is that our fault that the red spot is disappearing? No, it's not. You know what the ultimate recycler is? You know, and I know you guys have seen it, and that's why I say we could be better stewards of our planet, and I say that very, very humbly. We could be. And my thing is the plastic. You know, I'm having a bad hair day. Plastic can last like what, 500 years or something crazy like that. And when I see it in the oceans, any opinion on Mandela effect? Yeah, I do. I've seen some things that I can't explain. I don't like to talk about things I can't explain. I mean, I do, but I like to think them through first. Yeah. I just forgot what I was talking about. Yeah, the Mandela effect. I wonder what that means. You're welcome, Lynette, Ian Cox, Rose Flower. Oh, that's very kind, Miss DJ. Love you too. You guys are so kind. Got to get one. Forgot what I was talking about. I gotta get back on that topic. Thinking about too many things at once here. Cleveland, Ohio, Roberta. Gina Barr, the skies were red during the forest fires, and the sun was red. Yeah, see what I mean? How the atmospheric conditions can change the color of the sun? There's a prime example right there. And I got a lot of pictures of the sun that was, it looked red, but it was because of the smoke in the atmosphere. So that's why I say maybe the atmosphere has something to do with the sun looking white, you know? Could be just a thought, that's all. It's just a thought. Try to be a thinker, you know. West Michigan, Corey. What's up, Corey? Cheers from Kyoto, Japan. Luke. What's up, Luke? From Japan. What time is it in Japan? You guys are 18 hours ahead, so you're probably drinking coffee, right? Victoria, Australia. Blue. What's up, Blue? Yeah, that is crazy about the sun shifting. The sun's poles flip. I think it's, honestly, I think it does it around every 11 years or so. Yeah, Sure does. Changes polarity. Tennessee, Kentucky. It definitely does. It changes polarity about, I don't know if it's exactly in unison with the solar minimum, solar maximum. I really don't know, but I do know it does. At least I've read that. I have no way to prove it. Laguna del Sol, Wilton, California. Hi, Mary Johnson. Born to be Wild. This is live. Yes, this is live. Thank you, Dab Nick, Slab Nick. Yeah, I think I was talking about that comet. I was trying to recall what I was talking about, and then somebody mentioned the Mandela effect, and I had a experience. I'll just leave it at that. Regarding that, it's something I saw that I can verify 1,000% that was different than from when I was a child or a kid. Something changed in an area where I grew up. I don't know. It's just kind of weird. That's all. Something wasn't there when I was a kid that's there today. Weird. Yeah, I know. You guys, the UVC, just know that if I'm not talking about it, then from where I'm at, because it can be different in various locations around the world. In my location, to be honest, if I go out now, which my meters are over there in the closet, and it's 1:16 here, I want to take readings at peak solar. So you want to take them at noon. That's when the sun is directly above your head and you can't see your shadow. If you can see your shadow, that's how they used to tell time years ago with those obelisk shadows. But if you can see your shadow, then you're not at peak solar. So high noon is when you want to take the UV reading. And honestly, the UVC for the last couple of years has been absent. And the UVAB, which is the UV, the good that we want down here on the surface of the earth, that's always come down here, it's been good too. So, sometimes I don't want to be, talking about something that and maybe I can do an update. Right now in December, the sun angle is way too low. Odd events, thank you, Odd Events. That's very kind. The sun angle is way too low. So the UV, I'll check it. I'll go out and check it. Not today. I'll do it tomorrow because it's already past noon. You want to check the UV at high noon in your area, any area. And it's always going to be higher, well, supposedly, at the equator where the atmosphere is thinner. Okay, but I will say, in all fairness, Darren up in Vancouver, he's in Abbotsford, British Columbia, which is in southern British Columbia, at the 50-degree north latitude. His UV at times has been higher than my UV here in Arizona, which is it's puzzling. It doesn't make sense. The higher up you go on the latitudes of Earth, the lower the UV should be because the atmosphere is thicker. The closer you get to the equator, the atmosphere is thinner because the Earth is thickest at the equator. So the UV, especially in the tropics and the subtropics, is higher. It's not complicated. But for some reason, the UV in Darren's location at the 50-degree north latitude has been higher than in Arizona, and it shouldn't be. So, yeah, that, still trying to wrap our minds around that, but there's been no UVC, so that's a good thing. Okay, Mike, this is the keys, man. You say, I know pole shifts happen. The scientists have found evidence of like magnetic reversals in the ice the polarity of magnetars and things like that switch. So they assume that's from the Earth's polarity switching, causing those things to switch in the ground. And I just go based off of that. None of us have ever experienced a pole shift, so I just go based off of that. The Keysman, that's how. Yes, Dar S, we're all changing. That's the thing. We're part of the Earth. The Earth is changing. We're changing with the Earth as the Earth changes. So, you know, it's always changing. You know, the trees and grass and plants outside are growing. They're changing. We just can't see them grow because the process is very slow. You know, photosynthesis is a process that you can't see, but you can see evidence of it over time, but everything's changing. And I explained to my son that when the weather changes and it gets cold, you know, the molecules change that make up matter, and the molecules vibrate at a different frequency. So you probably all noticed, and if you look around right now and you're in the northern hemisphere where the temperature has changed and we're entering the winter months, older cars will start to leak maybe oil, maybe transmission fluid. They'll start leaking power steering fluid because the molecules that hold those seals together shrink, especially on an older car. And that shrinkage causes leakage. So cars will develop new leaks in the winter. They'll also break down in the winter because the molecules that make up the parts of your car, if there's one that has a flaw, that flaw this winter may cause it to break because the molecules shrunk. Air in your tires. Most of you have probably had to put air in your tires already because the molecules that keep the air in your tires have shrunk. Your tires shrink and they lose air. So it's all about the molecules. And in the wintertime, the molecules expand, and pay attention, maybe a car that has a leak in the wintertime, and you're like, wow, the leak stopped, and it's in the middle of July. Well, that's no coincidence because the molecules have expanded, leak stops. Not in every case, though. But if it's a very small leak, yeah, of course. Hey, Jimmy White. So, yeah, everything begins at the molecular level. So, yeah, everything does shrink and expand. How far am I from the Grand Canyon? Right around 3 hours. How does it affect our bodies? That's a good question. It affects everybody differently. It depends on your blood type, your chromosome, your DNA, and all that. But you, me, everybody watching this video, we are biological antennas. We can, you know how you walk into a room and you can sense a vibe in the room. You can feel the energy in the room, whether it's a good energy or you felt a bad energy. And maybe you're around a person that's in a bad mood and their energy kind of, you know, fills the room, and it can affect you, make you into a bad mood, and you may have walked into the room and were in a perfectly good mood because you're a biological antenna. So when the Earth goes through changes, people are sensitive to the Schumann resonance. People are also sensitive to solar activity, that big bright thing right up there in the sky. You're sensitive to that. I'm sensitive to it. And only you can recognize what those sensitivities may be. You know, like during a solar event, you might notice that you're extremely hungry. You may crave pretzels, some weird, you know, why am I craving salt? Why am I'm hungry for ice cream? I can't sleep. I woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning. I couldn't go to sleep. I got insomnia. It affects everybody differently. And it's got to do with your blood type, your age, where you live, and believe it or not, what you had to eat in the last 24 to 48 hours and how those molecules are, you know, making up your being, your existence, and how you absorb energy from the sun. You are a biological, living, walking, breathing, talking antenna. aka human being. But it's frequency. And exactly, everything's a frequency. The UV, that's how it's measured by those instruments over there. It's measuring a long wave frequency and a short wave frequency. It's all about the frequency. Oh, Nelson, before I forget, send me the coordinates to the Sahara Desert, please, if you haven't already, when you get time. All right, Al H., thanks for stopping by. And in fact, guys, I'm going to wrap it up here soon. I have been on here for a whopping 95 minutes. Holy cow. But it's been fun. I enjoy talking to you guys. And I just wanted to also, you know, I felt bad because I see that people got mad at that last video. Thank you, Happy Dragon Reptiles. And we'll do that video. Today is Tuesday. I'll do that video before the end of the week. Look for a video, guys, coming up. If you don't get notifications, just stop by the channel and just check in. That's all. It's as easy as that. I just had somebody say they stop in, you know, every day and see if there's a new upload. And typically, I upload every day. Got a video from Happy Dragon Reptiles of some really cool places that he found over in Africa, in the Sahara Desert. So look for that coming up this week. Absolutely. This is Jake. What's up, Jake? Julian, see you later. Julian, ever think that aliens enjoy watching me? I've never gave it any thought, to be honest. I hope. Okay, Cole. Hey, man, take it easy and thank you for you're welcome, Cole. Thank you for stopping by. Wendy Kennedy, thank you for your video. You're welcome. My pleasure. Thank you, Ocean Breathe Salty. Excuse me. DJ Zaduk, Terry Washington. Bella Logrisi. Hope I got that right. Thank you. I appreciate all you guys stopping by. Yeah, stop by the channel if you don't get notified. And normally, my time, I usually have a video up between, I've been uploading them a little bit earlier, simply because of the time change. That's the only reason I've uploaded them a little bit earlier. We don't change our time here in Arizona, but I know it changes on the East Coast and everywhere else. So I've been uploading the video about an hour earlier, but I usually have it up no later than 4:30. So Sean, have a good one. Thanks for the star membership. Appreciate that. You guys are great. The sun's poles switch every 11 years. That's true, Jerome. I thought it was around 11 years, or at least I thought it was true. I thought it was consistent with the solar minimum, solar maximum cycle, but I don't know 100%. But I think you're correct. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, guys. Donna from Southern Mississippi. Domino, one of the channels that helped me feel sane. Aw, well, you know what? It's okay. It's okay. It really is. But look for a new video coming up regarding the Sahara Desert. I think you guys are going to really enjoy that. Amy Sue, leave Mary Hall. Mary Hall is awesome. Mary Hall is the ultimate. She's got the eyes on the skies now. Let me tell you, Mary Hall does not miss a trick. You can stop by her channel too. You're welcome. I'm going to try to get this right. Oh, you got me here on this one. SOG30 metric. Sojo metric. You're welcome, sir. Have a great day. Merry Christmas. Johnny Stewart, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. That would be the Trinity. Yes, sir. Bella, you're welcome. And I thank all of you guys for stopping by. It's been fun. Been on here for exactly 99 minutes. So I'm going to call it a day. Socks Manlio. Love your voice and content from Australia. Love you guys too. Appreciate all of you, each and every one of you. And again, the last video I put up about the climate change, stuff like that. You have your opinion, and your opinion counts, okay? And just leave it at that. Don't take it personal. But I'm gonna hop off here, guys. Thanks for stopping by, and have a great day. Talk to you soon.